Welcome to, I'm on vacation, but I could not do a retail video. I'm here at Circle Center Mall. Let's go inside and let's go check it out, guys. Hello, guys, and welcome to Indianapolis. You guys heard that right. We are in Indiana for this video. My second ever video in Indiana, and I wanted to bring you guys a real gem for my final video of 2024. Now, before we get into the history and everything else, I want to give two big thank yous here. Number one, thank you for everybody for making it a great year. This year in YouTube, we've had many great adventures. We've traveled all sorts of places, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. I mean, I enjoy doing this, but what helped me keep motivated to keep putting videos up for you guys is how much everybody enjoys it. And even though it can take work editing, I do it all for you guys, and I hope you guys continue to appreciate my work. And I just am so blessed, and thank you guys for supporting my channel over the years. Also like to give a shout out for that. I reached 1,500 subscribers on this channel, which once again, thank you to all for that. I never would have dreamed of that when I started this YouTube channel. It really is a dream come true, and it's thanks to all you guys that's even possible. You guys have stayed with me over all these years, continued to watch my videos, some cases sharing them, and I'm really, really, really thankful for everybody. And I just want to say that again, I thank you all, and let's make 2025 a great year. It's going to start off strong. I have quite a few trips planned for the beginning part of the year, and I can't wait to bring you guys plenty of videos from that. But on to the history of this mall, the history I could find. So this mall was originally planned in the 1970s. There was planning for years as the downtown Indianapolis scene was really starting to struggle. Because as you guys know, during that era, people were moving to the suburbs. That's the whole reason why many suburban malls really thrived, and many of the malls I've been to, is because people were deciding to move right out of downtown. So downtown Indianapolis had a unique idea, and that was to potentially build a downtown mall right in the city to attract more people to come downtown to shop. And the plans were originally designed in the early 1970s. There was many issues, in the 70s and the 80s, where they had multiple funders come in, and our architects that ended up pulling out. They had to change the plans a few times. It took them all the way to 1995 to officially open this mall. But it was a long process. I mean, between buying all the property, because the way this mall's situated is in between two blocks. And before this mall was here, these were buildings, some of these historic buildings. And the town had to go through, the eminent domain process and the process of acquiring these and actually demolishing the old structures and building this mall. It was not an easy endeavor, and I give credit to the city of Indianapolis for really persevering and getting this project across the finish line. And let me tell you, their finished project is beautiful, because this mall architecturally is one of my favorite malls I've ever been to, and definitely my favorite downtown mall. I've been to many downtown malls: Providence Place, White Plains Galleria. I went to the Steamtown Mall. I've been in many others, but architecturally, this was my favorite so far. I mean, architecture, especially in the food court, and you also saw the concrete. It kind of gives me bridge vibe. It's supposed to just be a walkway. Is nice. The entrance with the elevator is quite beautiful. The hallway, you're walking on a loft. I can go on and on and on. But when this mall did finally open, in the 1990s, the original anchors to this mall was supposed to be L.S. Ayres, which was the original building, but they sadly pulled out, and the William S. Block department stores, but those never happened, so sadly. But Saks Fifth Avenue was announced to come to the mall in 1990, but once again that didn't happen. So in 1989, Nordstrom came in and was at Circle Center's fourth anchor store, which is kind of ironic. They built all their anchors before the mall officially opened, but they all knew it was coming, so that was exciting. And then also Block department stores changed their name to Lazarus in 1998. But only 5 years later, before the mall opened. It's kind of amazing that all these anchors, came and left before the mall opened. But Lazarus closed its downtown store. But that was a bummer. And made department store decide to almost completely pull out, as the LS Air subsidiary would not be part of Circle Center either. So that's sad. But Partisan, which is some department store, I believe was a May department store as well, announced it would open a store in the Circle Center using the first 3 levels of the Airs building. As a result, Circle Center had 2 anchors when it opened in 1995, Nordstrom and Partisan. But Nordstrom closed in July 2011 due to decreased sales, and many customers tried to shop at the suburbs. So even though, this mall was trying, it can never fully get everybody away from downtown, but there is enough people here, so that's good. Now, the Partisan department store in 2007 was changed to Carson Perry Scott, as it haven't been sold to the Bon-Ton stores, but obviously it was shortened to just Carson's, and Carson's was struggling here, though, for a while, as in 2014, the city decided to reduce its rent for this store to try to keep it open through 2018, but it would sadly leave, and that was the last anchor because the Nordstrom also left, a couple years ago due to struggle in sales. So Carson Perry, I keep wanting to say Perry Scott, but Carson's, ended up closing, which many people saw would be the end of the mall, because obviously it was their last anchor, but this mall has continued to keep going for 6 years later, and the Carson's you guys saw earlier is still empty, but this mall is continuing to bring enough people. Like I said, there is some struggles. I mean, there is some vacant storefronts, especially on the lower level, but at least there's some national chains still here. I mean, Journeys, Annie Ann's, many things in the food court. You have an AT&T, you also have Finish Line. You have, Bath Power, to name a few. Sad that Daily Fed you guys are looking at, that was closing when I was here, and I would assume by now, since it's now New Year's Eve, that's now gone. But all in all, I think this mall will still make it. Oh, and I forgot to mention one additional thing, too. Simon used to own this mall as well. That's how much this mall was booming. But they sold this mall in 2021 originally to JDL. But now some local firm now owns the mall. The official name of it is, Hendricks Commercial Properties, which is like a local-based ownership group. So this mall being under local ownership again, really is, great for the mall, even though Simon did cool renovations in 2018, which made this mall look modern, at least somewhat modern. But honestly, local ownership, I think, is best for these downtown malls. I really think those big chains, downtown malls, are a little bit different to run than suburban malls, and I think that having a local company who has ties to the area running this mall, I think is going to keep this mall going, and I suspect next time I'm visiting Indianapolis, for whatever reason, this mall will still be here. And let me tell you, I really hope it is, because I enjoyed my visit here. I could have spent hours here if I had more time. I mean, the architecture here was so peaceful, especially in the food court, and, and the really cool view of the beautiful Indianapolis sky, and that Tilt Studio neon, and looking down to the food court was such a unique concept. As I said, I've been to downtown malls before, but the design of this mall and the way it's built, it doesn't give you vibes it's like a mall. It gives you vibes that it's like an old, hotel at one point. That's what it honestly reminds me of. But I absolutely love it. I'm not going to blab too much about it, but I still recommend anybody who visits Indianapolis for any reason to take, an hour, 2 hours out of your visit and make it down here. You will not be disappointed. I can assure you of that. And you will enjoy your time thoroughly. But anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing and throw music in the rest of my video. I hope you guys enjoy the look at the Circle Center Mall here in Indianapolis. Like I said, thank you guys for a fantastic 2024. I sincerely thank all you guys for your support this year. And I can't wait to see you guys next year. But anyway, Alex Weinsheimer's out, live from Indianapolis, the Circle Center Mall. And I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the music rest of the video, and bye-bye, guys. Bye.